Today we're going to learn how to evaluate algebraic equations with two steps. The goal is still to isolate the variable. Remember, that's getting the variable by itself. And each of these will require two inverses to evaluate or solve. We have our steps. It should look very similar to what we've been doing. Draw a balance beam down from the equal sign, look for the variable. This time there's going to be two mathematical operations with it. We will always do our adding and subtracting first, and then we will do our multiplication and division second. And then you should always check your answers. Okay, so our first example here, we're going to draw a balance beam down from the equal sign. We look for the variable and we see it's attached to a k with multiplication, or k is the variable attached to the 2 through multiplication and another 2 through addition. So we're going to start with adding or subtracting first. So we are going to subtract, which is the inverse of add. Inverses cancel. This time you're left with 2k and not just 1k. And then 10 minus 2 is 8. Don't forget to borrow. Now you need another balance beam, and this time the 2 is attached to the k through multiplication. You will divide. Inverses cancel. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Let's check it. Multiplication comes before addition when we are using order of operations. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Yes. Next example, draw a line down, or a balance beam down from the equal sign. We look for our variable, it's n. It has a 3 through multiplication attached to it and a subtract 2. So we are going to add 2 first. Inverses cancel. You're left with 3n. 28 plus 2 is 30. Second inverse. This time 3 is attached to the n through multiplication. You're going to divide. Inverses cancel. 30 divided by 3 is 10. Let's check it. Three times 10 is 30, minus 2, that is 28. And the last example, draw the balance beam. This time we look to the right of the equal sign. We see an h attached with a 5 through division and a plus 2. Again, we always start with adding or subtracting, so we're going to do the inverse of add. We're left with h over 5 equals 7 minus 2 is 5. Next inverse, we have the h attached to the 5 through division. We're going to show multiplication. Inverses cancel. 5 times 5 is 25 equals 8. Let's check by replacing h with a 25. 25 over 5 plus 2. 25 over 5 is 5 plus 2 equals 7.